a skill testing question for you. What's bigger than a bread box, contains nothing or everything, and has a lot of local artists a little bit angry? Well, our own Renaissance woman, Karen Ferris, has the answer.
$2,000 of American bills shredded in a box. Carrot entombed in ice. And a pack of matches glued to the bottom of a box. What do they all have in common? Believe it or not, they're all works of art, according to curator Andrew Renton.
You can actually physically touch and handle works of art.
In fact, there are over 250 boxes filled with bizarre and, well, plain weird works of art.
What?
It's Artropolis, an exhibition that feels more like a trip to the local library. So how do you think people are going to remember this show? Are they going to know it as art in a box, or what?
Well, I've been trying for months now to say, look, it's not about the box. Please don't talk about the box.
But that's exactly how it works. You request a box, pull on a pair of white gloves, and drink in the contents.
I've really enjoyed the couple of hours I've spent here. I've met a few other artists through their work, and it's great.
Artropolis has taken on many shapes and forms in the past, the most popular being the Woodward Show, which featured conventional art on the wall, not in a box.
People are coming here and spending 3, 4, 5 hours actually just box after box after box.
But a lot of these artists feel, well, boxed in.
I think that the organizers of this show have had really very little respect for the artists.
I'm not going to apologize for the show, and I'm excited by the controversy.
I anticipate a maximum, maybe 200 people will see my work during this show. The last time, 30,000 people. I mean, that tells the story right there.
But Andrew thinks this could become the fast food of the art world.
I think this can be bigger than Starbucks.
Why not decide for yourself? The show runs till November 24th. I'm the Renaissance woman, all boxed in at the Roundhouse.
I guess that would be a Mick art show then.
Eat art, dog face.
Page 5 now. You don't want to get me saying, actually, I'm not. Famous artist certificates. Ed Varney produced them?
Yes.
So
Yeah, okay, so I got one out of his box and I thought, during the exhibition, I shall go up to Ed Varney and say, who are you? And then he'll say to me, and who are you? And I should do like this. And so when the exhibition opened, there was this guy hanging around and I thought, maybe that's Ed Varney. So I went up to him and I said, who are you? And he said, I'm Ed Varney. And I kept my mouth shut and I waited and he said, who are you? And I said,
Great.
true story.
True story.
yeah, the snake. Your snake person. Camera snake.
Ones that are on display. I think the curator should have a little bit of a lesson with this one.
The curator should?
Yeah.
What sort of a lesson?
It's just a disaster.
This is a bottle of replacement whiteout for Ken Lum. I'm sure you're aware that Ken ran out of whiteout painting the interior of his box with whiteout. Yeah, this is a shot of Scott Watson at one of the many discussion meetings we had. This particular one was where Michael Morris was comparing and contrasting his archive with this archive. Scott was particularly quiet this night. He has a lot to say and he's a very articulate guy.
You are on.
Michael Morris is sitting here with Kitty Scott. This is a follow-on. The same evening, Michael had come in, perhaps from Victoria, for this discussion. Now, this particular shot, Michael was making great movements with his hands, and I really wanted to capture his hand movements, but really what we needed for that was video, not a Polaroid. 404. Now, King, you probably know more about 404 than I do. It was Tom Thomas distributing these cars at opening night, and if you happen to take his box out, which is not number 404, the same words appear in the box, but he conceived that really it's not the exhibition, it was the potential for event, and his event in the course of the evening, the opening evening, was distributing the 404 card.
Brer Dog, Terry Reid.
Yeah, Brer Dog, Brother Dog, Brer Rabbit. That's the how the name was devised. But that was done first, I believe it was in 1976. I was organizing a very large participational exhibition based on the idea of masks, mask show. Mask Show was the name of the exhibition. And this was a kind of a mask, Dalmatian mask show. This is my sister Heather wearing Artropolis gloves at a birthday dinner at Milestones in Park Royal. I kept taking these gloves elsewhere than the exhibition. A necessary Polaroid shot of Brent Robertson, who suggested that I participate with Polaroids in this exhibition in the first place, and here he is at home with the Artropolis gloves on, holding, in a meaningful, meaningless way, I'm not sure, a roll of pristine toilet paper, which he is taking ultimate care of. This is a toilet roll shot that actually takes us to Montreal. Yeah, Jim Carl at one point was producing bilingual toilet paper. It's the Canadian version, and I have an example here of taken from some of the rolls which he sent me, and which in fact were in your archive, King, for a period of time. So there you have it, bilingual toilet paper.
All right, Artropolis 97, Terry Reid, box number 270. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Actually, you think you should say something else when you're drinking tea other than cheers. It sounds more like bottoms up.